people. So today is a very nice day. All the Christmas holidays are all over, so it's very nice. It's snowing. And I wanted to talk today because I was really frustrated about the book by Michael Niels, The Indoctrinated Brain. So this book I think it's translation from German. So it's a good translation. It has a very good overview of the idiotic policies during the COVID pandemic. Oh, I should not have said that. No, recent events. And all the compliance that people so eagerly went through. So he describes it to a T. He describes all the ideas behind it. This is the plus of this book. So I'll keep it for the future references. But a part of it, he is supposed to be a neuroscientist. He's supposed to be up to the top layer of scientific research on the brain, and all he talks about are index neurons. The index neurons who multiply in your limbic system, a la hippocampus. And this hippocampus, the seahorse shape like structure in your brain, responsible for everything. Wow. I don't know. It is no different from the rise of the liberal utopia that started the bourgeois revolution. And they say the brain is a cottage cheese. The humans are good, but we'll keep in the back of our minds that we have to have a state structure according to Hobbes. So according to him, this neuroscientist, humans are wonderful. We are compassionate beings. We are good by nature. And all we need is create the communities that will support each other, and we live happily ever after. And of course, everything has to be ecological. And for ecological solution, because the fish is bad, beef is bad, everything is bad, you don't need butter, you don't need, and everything you just need is a good protein, essential amino acids. And this you can get from the beans and algae. Oh, you don't need bugs, those not that good. At least that's a little plus to him. But algae for omega-6, for omega-3, essential acid, EPA, DHEA, and etc., and proteins. He does not say anything about saturated fat. He does not know about cholesterol. No, of course, if all the brain is in the hippocampus and all the enlightenment comes from the index neurons who multiply through the life, I don't know. This is the top-notch neuroscientist. Oh, the other neuroscientists think that the brain is a computer model. Yeah. So these are the top-notch neuroscientists. People, somebody has to come to them, and maybe they can read the former experiments why the brain is actually not the black box. And there is no superplasticity in the brain. And hippocampus is a, yes, very important relay center of the limbic system that consumes only 10% compared to cortex that consume up to 25% and 30% of all your oxygen. Somebody has to tell it to them. Somebody has to tell it to them that if you really damage the structure of the brain, there is no plasticity and nothing will recover. Of course, in the left and right hemisphere, they're the same in left and right hand. They're the same in left and right kidney. The function is compensatory. Compensation. There are no artistic, logical, rational between the hemispheres. None. It's a compensatory. Compensation. That's why if you're really lucky, if you can use this compensation, there will be plasticity. You'll regain your function. Like that famous doctor who got a stroke. No, she has to thank her good blood supply that her other brain hemisphere was well equipped and she simply regained through the compensation. All this knowledge is very well been established. By the way, started by the Germans. And then communists took over. They wanted to prove that Lenin was such a genius that, wow, and of course everything is the brain. Now they proved other things. And that all is written very well said by Russian scientist Sergei Savelyev. By the way, his first book, edition about the geniality and individuality of the human brain, was never translated. But all the edition went out to the foreign lands from Russia. So tell me about this. So the smarties know that there is a epigenetic landscape that you can manipulate. And that's why for your consumption, there are these scientists like Yuval Harari. That's one, pearl. And the other one like this, algae eater. I don't have words for that. But yes, the brain is still a cottage cheese with different modulation. Hippocampus with index neurons. By the way, those exist only in the singing birds and young rats. So, really, what is this? Okay, bye-bye, guys. Love us all. Love saves the world. Evolution.